We're here in the 9 Julio Avenue. This is the widest avenue in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, and some people say that it's the widest avenue in the world. This used to be a highway for cars in the middle of the city with 20 lines for the cars. With our Mayor Mauricio Macri, we decided to change completely the street distribution. We took 4 lines from the cars and giving it for the buses and doing this BRT in the heart of Buenos Aires. MetroBus is the BRT in Buenos Aires. We have almost 40 kilometers of MetroBus in our city. That we did the first one 3 years ago. 650,000 people every day use the MetroBus. Here in 9 Julio Avenue, 200,000 people use MetroBus every day. We have these stations that are all over the avenue, and the corridor is used in 9 Julio Avenue by 1,200 buses. We began the construction of this BRT in January of last year, and we ended 24 July 2013. So we did it in 6 months and a half, more or less. The results were amazing, positive. We reduced the time of the commute here from 55 minutes to 18 minutes. What we are doing is rewarding the people that choose for the buses. That is the best way to produce the cultural change. That means to leave the car and use the bus.
We are Argentinians, we love to go out at night, we love to go out every night and very, very late. So buses are very, very important because it lets you travel during the night, and they run 24 hours a day. Subways don't.
We could take buses from the narrow streets of our downtown, and that gave us the possibility to convert also those streets to pedestrian streets. So streets that were very congested with buses, a bus per 30 seconds, now are streets mostly dedicated for the pedestrians.
We're in Florida and Bartolomé Mitre. This intersection is very traditional. Florida is the first pedestrian street of Buenos Aires, and Bartolomé Mitre is the newest one. This used to be mainly car street, Bartolomé Mitre, and the past year we converted into a pedestrian-friendly street. The sidewalk used to end by here, and we extended the sidewalk 1.5 meters more, and in the opposite sidewalk we did the same. It used to be like 75%, 80% of the space for cars. Right now is only 40% or 35% for cars, and the rest is for pedestrians. Even though that, as we level the street with the sidewalk, we made cars go slower. As you can see, cars had to slow down in the area, and it's very convenient for people to walk around, and it's safer. The restrictions are 10 kilometers per hour in the converted streets. Then from 11 a.m. till 4 p.m., the only cars that can get into the area are cars with a special permit. Those are cars from residents or from people that has an apartment or an office with a parking space of their own. So we decreased the number of cars for over 50,000 cars to 11,000 cars with permits. And then it's forbidden to park anywhere.
Most of downtown Buenos Aires is composed of shared streets. I think people are actually realizing that streets are mainly for people walking and riding their bikes, and the culture changed. Like, people are more important than their cars nowadays. People are beginning to realize that.
When we started with this program, we set a goal of around 100 blocks to be converted into more pedestrian friendly. Right now we've converted like 75 blocks. We have another 25 blocks to be converted in the next 10 months. You can see that there's pedestrian, there's no noise, no pollution. It changed dramatically for the people. People is happier. It's incredible, the change.
working in Buenos Aires a lot to improve our network of bicycle lanes. Here you have a map with all the lanes we've been constructing. We have 130 kilometers already constructed, and we have another 100 kilometers under construction for the next 2 years. So you can see in the map also all the stations of the bike sharing program we have. Bike sharing stations are near the ciclovías and also near the big train stations like Retiro, for example. Everybody can use it. It's free. You have just to check in with a password, and then you are free to use the bike for 1 hour. Currently we have 32 stations, and in September we're going to start with an automatic system, because we of course want to improve our system, and we want to go to 200 stations that will be in place in February 2015. So when we started with the program in 2009, nobody was using the bikes for transportation mode. It was just a use of recreational reasons during the weekend. And so we had like 0.5% of the trips done by bike every day. And so today we are very proud to say that we have 3% of the trips that are done by bike every day, and 12% that are done during the week for people that are using not the bike every day, but sometimes a week to go to the university, for example, and then coming back home.
Since the year 2010, we've seen a huge growth of bicycle use, bicycle as transportation in the streets of Buenos Aires, and it's very exciting. It's like the media loves it. It's like anything that happens around bicycles, it's great news. So it's been fun watching a movement be born and growing in a city so rapidly.
Our vision, Mauricio Macri's mayor vision, is that the city is for the people, and we must change the use of the roads, the use of the streets in our city, from the cars to the people.
With the BRT, for example, we are showing them they have an alternative mean of transportation that is more efficient, is faster, is cheaper.
What I think is we are changing a bit the way people see the streets. We are changing the way we move in the city. And at the beginning, of course, there was a lot of resistance, but now people realize this is the way to go if we want to have a greener, safer, and healthier city.